Hey everybody, Shane here, Shoebox Legends. Thanks for joining me for this special holiday episode here on Shoebox Legends. On the verge of Thanksgiving here, had a few minutes free and wanted to get on just to express my gratitude and thankfulness to all of my many friends here in the YouTube card community. Whether you take the time to watch my content, produce content of your own, or somebody that I'm friends with and text with or have met in person. I'm really, really grateful for each and every one of you and everything that this hobby provides for me on a weekly basis. Could not be more grateful for all of it. But for today's video, I want to focus on a couple of Brents that I'm thankful for, each of whom has sent me some cards in the recent past that I'm overdue on featuring here on the channel. And we're going to start with, as you can see up in the background here, my buddy Brent, aka BK, from Mac Wax Stacks. Fantastic channel that I'm sure you know here on YouTube, but I'm going to leave links to both of these channels in today's video down below. In the event that you are not subscribed to either, I should say, I would highly recommend checking them out. And BK, actually, before we get to the cards, he sent me this awesome note. Shane, hello, my collecting brother. I hope this finds you well. It does indeed. I wanted to send a few things that I've had set aside for you for a short while. Nothing huge here, but hopefully possible additions to a lot of your thousands of buyback Frankensets. Tell Leo hello, keep putting out your killer content, and thanks for being an awesome card homie. BK, P.S. Save the little stash sticker for an upcoming idea that I have. No matter how hard Leo tries to convince you to put it on him. And what he's referring to, BK included this miniature sticker of a Raleigh Fingers mustache. So a little bit of suspense and intrigue. I will stand by, BK, and wait to learn what that is in reference to. But in the meantime, check out these cards. I freed them from their PWE. Really awesome that you took the time to set these aside for me and send them my way, BK. We start with a Mike Harkey from 1991 Topps, and this is, of course, a 2017 Rediscover Topps buyback card. So these will be evaluated as the note alluded to for my buyback Frankenset. Mike Harkey here will be vying for spot 376. And then from the 88 Topps release, how about Keith Comstock? Love it. Great action image there. Card number 778 too, a nice high number. I feel good about the odds for that one. And then this one is extremely appreciated. Rick Aguilera. This is a 90 Topps buyback, and I believe I had sent him my list. I want to say this is one that I actually need for my 1990 Topps complete set in buyback format, which is frankly kind of an insane project that I'm working on, but and have been at it for about 10 years now. And a decade in, BK has added this great buyback to that set pursuit. So that's going to go straight into the binder, BK. Absolutely love it. Let's make a little space back here for Rick. And then continuing on, here is a banger on the buyback front. A Rediscover Topps Wade Boggs. Originally, I think a 1992 Topps All-Star card. Check that out. Looks like Wade just lined one over the infield like he was like he so often did back in the day. Card 399, and another one that has a really good odds of making the buyback Frankenset. Here's a cool Red Sox team sticker. I love these. Believe it or not, I hope this isn't blasphemous, but oftentimes I'll peel these and actually stick them, on the sides of the cardboard boxes where I store my collection. And check this one out. BK knows I love miscut cards. They're a passion of mine, and this one checks a lot of boxes. We have the great Ken Griffey Sr., and not only is this a miscut, it's an O-Pee-Chee, an 86 O-Pee-Chee card, miscut. You can just make out, it looks like it was a Giants card that would have been opposite Ken here. And we don't get enough of it to tell who the player was, but really cool. Love the miscut back as well. That is awesome, BK. I've even shown some 86 miscuts on the channel before. And here are a couple more. How cool is this? Thad Bosley and Vic Davalillo. Might have mispronounced one or both of those, but super cool. 1978 miscuts. And you can even tell on the back of these the card numbers, 112 and 606, for the cards that these have a portion of along their bottom. So I'll have to look those up after the video and see who those two subjects are. But really cool. I have a decent little box, like a mini collection of miscuts. So these are going to be home runs on that front. And then closing out BK's package, check this one out. The 74 Carlton Fisk, which is one of my favorite action images from the 70s, and really on any Red Sox card, period. And a glorious miscut. This thing is off center in every way possible, but I absolutely love it. And just a fitting final card in an all-around very thoughtful care package from BK. So thank you so much, buddy. Sorry it took me a little while to get these up on the channel, but don't let that be an indication of my appreciation for them. I'm eternally grateful that you sent me those cards, and they're just absolute hits. Can't wait to get that Rick Aguilera filed away in the 1990 Topps buyback set binder. And now let's get to the second portion of the video, the other famous Brent here in the YouTube card community, and that is my buddy Brent Richards over at Brent Richards and Baseball Cards. He's a channel that I've shouted out already multiple times, even in its relatively short existence, just because Brent and I are good friends. I'm a huge believer in his content and the great collection that he's putting together. Really just amazing stuff. I enjoy every one of his videos. We've sent each other cards a couple of times now. So again, as I said for Mac Wax Stacks, if for some reason you have not yet subscribed to Brent Richards and Baseball Cards, get over there now, pause this video. You'll see a lot of unique, really awesome cards that differ from many of the other channels here on YouTube, and I really, really appreciate that about Brent. So let's see, he sent a pretty big stack of cards here, so this is going to take a minute. I'll try to get through this as quickly as I can, but I want to do them justice as well. And these, I think, from the heads up Brent gave me, are going to be related to a passion that he and I share in the hobby, and that is celebrating those back-to-back World Series champion Toronto Blue Jays teams from the early 90s, and of course, culminating in that epic 1993 World Series winning home run from Joe Carter, that is, or the aftermath of which is depicted on that Stadium Club card. Before I get into Brent's cards here, he did a fantastic episode on those Blue Jays teams, and I think looking through this stack quickly, much of what we're going to look at today are extras that he had or cards that he featured in that episode. So if you find this at all interesting, the second half of this video, absolutely check the video that Brent put out a while back. I will link not only to his channel below, but to that specific video, and it's absolutely worth a few minutes of your time, especially if you were a baseball fan in the summer and fall of 1993. So with that being said, the first card that my buddy Brent sent along, this great Shohei Ohtani Topps Now, celebrating the moment when he achieved 50-50, 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases, first player ever to do it in 2024. So I love having this card. Brent was gracious enough to share one of his copies with me. Another really cool story, he picked up like, I think, a 5-pack of these right off Topps website direct. And he was fortunate enough to get one of the foil, the rainbow foil parallels. And he wisely, in my opinion, sold that card really quickly and used the funds to pick up a card that he had been after or dreaming of for probably decades. So another job well done by Brent. And yeah, sure enough, as we get into this, these are going to be a lot of the different cards that he's collected and is now graciously bestowing upon me that pay tribute to those Blue Jays teams. And we're going to start with this McDonald's set that came out in 1993. I'm going to breeze through these kind of quickly just because we have a giant pile to get to. But these are great moments, McDonald's Donruss cards. And it looks like I've even got multiple copies of some of these. Look at that, Fred McGriff. So I think these were moments that happened earlier in the careers of players who were on the 1993 roster. So check that out. No-hitter there for Dave Stieb. These are so cool. Great foil work on the, I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but on the great moments kind of design here along the bottom. Have some really, really nice intricate foil. Cool stuff. I can't believe he sent so many of these. Check this one out. Sudden Impact. Mark McGwire. Just It looks like, is that Mike Piazza? I don't know. It must not be. Maybe Pat Borders, but what an action shot there. Take a look at the back of this. Yep, it was indeed Pat Borders. There's Robbie Alomar, presumably after a home run. Just so cool. And then these kind of break down, I guess, the team's progression towards those championships, or maybe the 92 championship, since these came out in 93. So awesome. I mean, this is fantastic. There's another Roberto Alomar. I loved those Blue Jays teams. Look at that shot of Kelly Gruber. That is not really not the ideal way to slide. I don't think that's how they teach it in like baseball camp growing up, but so be it. Great photography on these two, really crisp. There's Joe Carter clinching it with the throw beating out Otis Nixon there. Really awesome. Some celebration shots even. There's Pat Borders again. John Olerud, one of my favorite players from back in the day, was a huge Olerud fan. That guy had just an amazing ability to make contact. One of my favorite hitters. Paul Molitor, not often talked about member of those early 90s Jays. And then there's the checklist or header card. So I'm going to have to pick up the pace here if I'm going to get through this stack. But next up, we have another cool, I think maybe a local release, or at least a Canadian release, Dempster's World Series Champions team set here. Robbie Alomar again. And I love the blue design here. There's a little slight 1990 Donruss feel here, but blue instead of red. Look at that Joe Carter card. Fantastic. These appear to be, they clearly have a players union license, and they appear to be licensed by MLB as well, or at least they are showing the team logos, which is great. Killer design. I'm really into these. Look at that John Olerud. I never owned these before, and I didn't know, quite honestly, that either of these sets existed prior to Brent graciously sending these my way. And really, I guess I learned of them in his video, but to hold them now in hand is really cool. There's a Devon White, another Pat Borders. Great action shot on that card there. Super cool. Mike Timlin, who would later win a World Series with the Boston Red Sox, and Luis Sojo. So just another awesome team set. And now it looks like we have a big stack here of top-loaded singles. Check out these McDonald's MVPs, Tom Henke, Devon White. Again, you can see all of these in Brent's awesome video. Roberto Alomar, Joe Carter, of course. That is a killer card. We'll put that one up in the background with apologies to Rick Aguilera. Kelly Gruber, Jack Morris. Look at that mustache. BK would be proud over at MacWack Stacks. And then we've got a $1 Million Moments Joe Carter. Of course, the winning home run. Great shot there. Here's another Joe Carter from Fleer, looks like Tradition. Or let's see if it says on the back here. Not entirely sure. I'll look that one up after. Fleer Fall Classic. Another great Joe Carter. Look at this. Just Joe Carter onslaught here. Unbelievable. All-time classic Joe Carter. Check out the foil work on this card. I don't know how well it's going to come across on camera, but the borders and the inlaid foil on this are really intricate, kind of classy feeling. That is a great Joe Carter card. And then, man, this is kind of mind-blowing. I did not expect any of these. Brent did let me know that there were some extra Blue Jays cards that he had accumulated putting his collection and video together. That he was going to send my way, but I did not think I'd be receiving any of these Stadium Club relics of the champions. Look at this, Ed Sprague. I love the bunting theme to the design. It really matches the Blue Jays colors wonderfully. Incredible relics, and I love Stadium Club. Hall of Famer Robbie Alomar, check this out. And then, man, the Joe Carter as well. This is just beyond cool. Getting one of these, obviously, you can tell by the cards in the background and some of the others that I've featured on the channel over time. That home run and that team definitely meant a lot to me in terms of my baseball upbringing and fandom as a kid and kind of obsession with the game. And this is one that I will definitely treasure, especially knowing that it came from a great friend who honestly I talk to just about daily, and Brent. And then we have, looks like a couple more things here. So this is, check this one out, a Ripken card. Brent indicates this came after he sent the last batch of cards my way. So I guess this, he had picked this up with me in mind, didn't make it in time. So we included it this time. Check out this Cal Ripken Jr. card. This is a Donruss prized collections, which I may butcher this, but I believe, if I recall from what I learned on Brent's channel, this is a parallel that they did across maybe multiple Donruss products back in the day, like the late 90s. So there is like a normal version of this Donruss card of Ripken that doesn't have this crazy, incredible rainbow shine effect to it. But this is the prized collections version of the card. And you can see just to the left of this red Donruss logo, there's actually the words, and apologies, it's not focusing too well, but it does say prized collections. Really awesome Ripken card. Brent is a fellow Cal fan, preparing an upcoming video on a couple of my Ripken cards, and this one will make great content to include in that one as well, and is a total home run. So thank you for that, Brent. And then lastly, we have an interesting note here. Taylor, who is Brent's son, saw that I drew Leo for you, so he gave me this to send you. So Brent, in a previous package, included an awesome hand-drawn Leo, the official channel assistant sketch card. And it looks like his son Taylor may have gotten in on the mix here. Look at this. Oh man, that is fantastic. We've got Leo shoebox down here. We've got a baseball card, and he has accurately portrayed Leo because Leo does not eat baseball cards. He has never chewed or eaten a single baseball card in his entire career as my official assistant. So this is a very accurate and very awesome interpretation of Leo. Thank you, Taylor. This is killer. I'm going to keep this with your dad's sketch card, and they'll be stored and appreciated, one and the same in my collection. And this absolutely made my day. I was very jealous. My buddy Mookie Chilson got a one-of-one Grimace sketch card that Taylor put together, and legitimately it is one of my favorite cards that I have seen all year on YouTube. And now I can say that I have my very own piece of Taylor Richards artwork to go with that one. So thank you to Taylor. Thank you, of course, to both of the Brents, Brent Richards and BK over at Mac Wax Stacks. Again, please check these guys out. If you are not subscribed to either one of their channels, as you have clearly seen today, they are two of the many good guys and gals in this great hobby that we all share in. I am thankful for them, just like I'm thankful for all of you. So a huge thanks to anyone who checked this video out and anyone who supports my channel throughout the year. I truly appreciate it, and I'll be back soon with some more content. Till then, take care and enjoy the hobby, everybody. See ya.